were proud to be under the American flag. We were content. It was a good life.
But what's not talked about is, even to this day, is the history of the natives of Guam struggling for democracy and for independence under U.S. rule. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. If anything good comes out of this really scary and frightening moment for the people of Guam, most importantly, but for people around the world, U.S. citizens, people in Korea and elsewhere, if anything good comes of this, it might be to call attention to the undemocratic situation in which the people of Guam are currently living. Many of them have been struggling for full democratic rights in the United States for decades. The right to vote for president, the right to have elected representatives in Congress, in both the House and the Senate. And this struggle has been ongoing since prior to World War II. I'm not surprised that, of course, that there was a propaganda video showing a local person in Guam talking about the way of life before the war under U.S. occupation. But the fact of things is that Guam was in a colonial situation that, for the large part, did not enrich the island and its people, and instead people were living prior to the war and since the war in some of the poorest conditions of anyone in the United States and all its occupied territories.
And to be clear, the reason why the residents of Guam and other U.S. territories were not given the right to vote as states had been given, as the U.S. expanded into the 50 states in the 19th century, is because they were thought of as racially inferior, and the U.S. was sort of civilizing them, but they weren't ready for democracy yet.
But very much it is ideas about race and racist ideas about the people of Guam and the other colonies, Puerto Rico and American Samoa among them. These racist ideas have very much been part of the reason that the U.S. government has prevented the people of Guam and the other colonies from gaining full democratic rights like other U.S. citizens enjoy.
You had talked about your book a little